Everybody, it's Russ Curtis, professor of counseling. Thanks for joining me today. We want to talk about how to have a successful internship. I had done a video probably a year ago. I don't think the audio was a great quality, so I also wanted to add stuff to be able to share with the students and the agency here. Let me start off also by saying that, as mental health master's programs, we are training students to then work with clients and serve clients. And so I like to keep that in mind with internship, is that it's our job to serve the agencies that are hosting our intern. Now, of course, they're doing us a great favor by hosting our students, but we want to go in there with an attitude of service and we're going to be learning clearly. Let's first start with students, how to be successful. First, it'll be normal to feel overwhelmed, particularly at first. Also, you may find that your counseling program is probably a lot more structured and then maybe the site that you go to. And don't let that throw you. We need to be able to work well on all different kinds of sites. We got to roll with ambiguity. We've got to deal with the stressors. So it's good learning, but it's a learning curve. We're going to use counseling skills with everyone on staff. Now, this doesn't mean we're counseling everybody on staff, but we're going to use good person-centered skills to get to know everybody in the office, be curious about them. And if you're doing this well, they're going to start to gain trust in you and they're going to send you more clients. They're going to see that you are a good counselor, even though you're not providing like direct counseling to the staff. We want to get to know all the employees, especially the front office staff. They run the show, so you need to pay close attention to the front office staff. And I highly recommend that you spend some time shadowing what they do because they're managing a bunch of tasks. But what I notice, whether it's a school or agency, if the front office staff trusts you, they're going to get the word out to everybody on the staff that they can send you clients. You can be a part of groups or what have you. Be willing to help with anything, okay? Also, volunteer to shadow. We talked about this, but find out about the folks who are doing the documentation and the record keeping. Work with the nurses or any of the medical professionals. Also, the legal team, if they're. Find out what they do. Spend some time with them. Our job in practicum and internship is to listen and learn. So we want to spend that time just listening and learning, practicing as much skills as possible. I would recommend reviewing your skill-based class notes prior to the start. Theories, cross-cultural group, helping skills, all of that. So you've taken a lot of classes, but this can help to refresh. And you're going to effectively advocate for yourself when you're on the site, and also to get the number of hours that you need. And we need to be creative. I mean, there's a bunch of good skills that you're learning in that process, and particularly if you want to wind up in private practice, is how do I market myself? How do I advocate for myself? Now let's move over to the agencies. These are the benefits to the agencies. So this might be worthwhile sharing with them, and just know that kind of a new model of service delivery, and particularly in a time when we've got a shrinking workforce. Gen Z is the smallest workforce. The baby boomers are retiring. That was the largest. So people are going to need to use interns in order just to meet their basic needs, because they're not going to be able to hire as many people as they would like to. This new model, you're seeing it in medicine, that interns are providing direct services, being supervised by the medical professionals. Even in art, when some of these major installments, these big installments, are being done by interns being supervised by the main artist. I don't know what that would be called. By offering internships and practicums, we can increase the quantity of services in an agency. We can offer more groups, classroom guidance lessons, psychoeducation, case management. So we can be the people that are filling in those gaps for those that they can't hire for. There's not enough people out there to hire. And then we can increase the quality of services, more time with clients. Let's say they're so busy, they've only got a few staff. You can offer to be with folks for a longer period of time. Also bringing in the latest research and technology. This is awesome with Gen Z, as they know so much about tech, and they may find some smarter ways of doing stuff. And that's a nice benefit. And last but not least, the latest people in the field are learning about the evidence-based treatments, and we can bring that into the setting, which just kind of refreshes people's knowledge or maybe introduces them to stuff they weren't aware of. All right, let me know your thoughts on this, and I wish you all a happy and successful, it may not be happy, it'll probably be stressful at times, but a successful internship. Take good care.